Hey, everybody, welcome to this special video episode of Knowledgeable Provider. I'm your host, Jody Marks. I've been working on F Madness for the past couple of weeks here, and I'm ready to submit my bracket. So I thought I'd make a little episode just showing the process of doing that. If anybody else is playing along and you want to submit, you still have time. I'm doing this on the 30th. It'll come out tomorrow, the 31st. As long as you submit your bracket by tomorrow, you can still participate. So I'm at the AJKD blog website. I'm going to scroll down to where we're submitting brackets here. 3 p.m. Eastern, March 31st, what that said. So here's our bracket. Scoring rules. They score each round. Last year, they released each round kind of incrementally. And it took like a week or two, to get the final score. So it's kind of a fun process to see how you do in each round. So here we go. Resistant hypertension. We have novel drugs and renal denervation, and here we're going with novel drugs. In the disaster nephrology region, we're going with natural disasters. Genetics, we're going with genetics and FSGS. CAR-T, we're going with side effects. Hemodialysis, we're going with incremental. Greenhouse, we're going with tubular toxins. Obesity, we're going with recipients. And minimal change disease, we're going diagnosis and pathogenesis. Okay. Those are the easy parts. Those are the ones that I've already decided on. One of the suggestions I saw was to fill the bracket out from right to left instead of left to right, which means you just have to pick your champion. And so I think I'm going to go with obesity and transplant recipients because the underlying thought behind all this is we're trying to pick what's going to affect the field of nephrology most over the next 5 years. And last year's winner of Neph Madness was the Gila monster because of the development of GLP-1 medications. And I think in that same vein of all of these other things, genetics would probably be my second choice because I love the idea of customized, tailored treatments for an individual person based on their specific genetics. Novel drugs for resistant hypertension would probably be a higher up on my list. Maybe that would be my number 3. But I think because of these GLP-1s, because we actually have something to offer people to help with weight loss, and because the pharmaceutical industry seems very motivated to add new indications for these medicines so we can get people on them who need them for various things, I think I'm going to pick that as my champion. I think I'm going to pick obesity in transplant recipients as my champion. So that makes these decisions easier, of course. And here, all right, we got incremental dialysis versus tubular toxins. Incremental dialysis has been around for a long, long time and has still not really caught traction. I have a lot of patients who seem more and more interested in herbal medicines. And that was kind of the focus of the greenhouse region for tubular toxins. So I'm going to pick that here. Genetics and FSGS versus CAR-T side effects. I think, again, I like genetics. I like the idea of implementing a patient-specific genetics. That's probably a little optimistic, but I'm going to pick that one. Definitely going novel drugs for hypertension over natural disasters. And then here we have to choose between those two. Ooh, the more practical choice would be the novel drugs for hypertension. Okay. So there's my bracket. Let's submit it. Oh, I forgot. I have to do all this. Okay. I should have a username and password here. Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to write down my entry ID. So it's 843016. All right. You get a second bracket. So I'm going to make another one. Okay, this time I'm going to do quick picks where it just randomly fills it out. I think it's interesting to compare my choices to just whatever random ways it picks these. Last time my one that I did myself was way better than the quick picks, so hopefully we'll see that again. Let's do this one now. Okay, so it's a different entry ID. 843017. Okay, perfect. All right, we got our two entries. So if I click on that one, that is my actual one. And I click on the second one. There's my quick picks. Okay. All right, I think we're good. I will put out a full podcast in the coming weeks of summaries of all of these regions. There's a lot of good knowledge in here. This is a CME activity after all. And I'll keep you guys updated on the scoring as it comes out. I hope I'll do at least as well as I did last year. If not, maybe I won't put that information out. No, I will. Full transparency here. Okay. I've made little shorts of each one of my picks. If you want to check those out, they're on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for listening, and in this case, watching. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.